For question number 151, the refracting angle of a prism, that is the apex angle, is given as A. Okay? And the refractive index of the medium is given as cot A by 2. So we have to find the deviation, I guess. We have to find the angle of deviation. Huh? Yeah. We have to find the angle of minimum deviation. So as we know from the properties of a prism, this refractive index is nothing but delta m plus A by 2 upon sine A by 2. For a refractive index, for a prism, the refractive index is given by this equation, sine of delta m plus A by 2 upon sine of A by 2. And this value is given as cot A by 2. Just by simple properties of trigonometry, we can write this as cot A by 2 as sine A by 2 upon cos A by 2. Sorry, cos A by 2 upon sine A by 2. So this is sine of delta m plus A by 2 upon sine A by 2 is equal to cos A by 2 upon sine A by 2. This sine A by 2 gets cancelled, and we can write this as sine of 90 minus A by 2. Because it is cos A by 2, that is equal to sine of 90 minus A by 2. Now comparing these two equations, if we remove sine, we'll get delta m plus A by 2 as 90 minus A by 2. So this, for this, the delta m is equal to plus A is equal to 180 minus A. Yeah. So the delta m is equal to 180 minus 2A. So is there an option? Yeah. Option A, option 1 is 180 minus 2A. So option 1 is correct. For question number 152, okay, we have to find the representation of the logic gate. Okay, we can solve it by Boolean algebra also. This is a NOT gate. Let's call it A. Let's call it B. So if this is a NOT gate, so the output should be A bar, and this is the output should be B bar. And this is an OR gate, that basically the inputs add up. So the resultant is equal to, we can say this as A bar plus B bar, and there is a NOT at the end of this gate. So we can say this is the representation of the resultant. Let's call this output as X. So the after NOT gate it becomes A bar, and this becomes B bar, and after addition of the NAND gate it becomes A dot B from the De Morgan's theorem. That is, from the De Morgan's, just let me explain it. From the De Morgan's theorem should be A bar multiplied by B bar, and A bar is nothing but A dot B. So this representation is a representation of an AND gate. Okay, this was question number 152. So the option B is correct, or option 2 is correct. Now let's move on to question number 154. For an incident wave of wavelength lambda, the stopping potential is given as 3 V naught. Stopping potential is given as 3 V naught, and if we replace this by 2 lambda, I guess 2 lambda or 3 lambda. Okay, if the source is replaced by 2 lambda, then the stopping potential becomes 2 V naught. Is it? No, it becomes V naught. Okay, this is the information in the question. If we use the light source of wavelength lambda, then the stopping potential comes out to be 3 V naught, and if we double the wavelength of the source, the stopping potential comes out to be V naught. So we have to find the threshold wavelength of the surface. Okay, for that we know that kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu naught, or we can write it in form of lambda as hc by lambda minus hc by lambda naught. Okay, just put these two values, we will get two equations as kinetic energy is nothing but charge into stopping potential. So it's 3 eV naught is equal to hc by lambda minus hc by lambda naught. Okay, and this is the first equation. The second equation will be E V naught is equal to hc by lambda, hc by 2 lambda minus hc by lambda naught. Now we just have to solve these two equations. We just have to solve these two equations and get the value of lambda naught. Okay, multiply these two equations by 3, multiply this equation by 3 and then simply subtract it. Subtracting it, this becomes 0 is equal to minus this is 1.5, this is 1 by 2, okay, minus hc by 2 lambda, and this is plus 2 hc by lambda naught. Solving this, you'll get lambda naught as 4 lambda. Okay, solving this equation, you'll get lambda naught. Since hc gets cancelled with 0, so lambda naught equal to 4 lambda. So the option A is correct. Option 1 is correct. This guys were question number 154. Now we'll move on to question number 155. For question number 155, okay, a radiation of energy falls normally on a perfectly reflecting surface. Okay, if the energy of the wave was E, then the momentum, then we can say the momentum that it carries is E upon C. Again, this momentum should be equal to E upon C. And force exerted, if you have to find the impulse, okay, momentum transfers निकालना है. That means कि initial momentum was E by C in the horizontal direction. Let's call it positive x direction. Okay, and final momentum was E by C along minus x direction. So we can say the total momentum transfers should be equal to 2E upon C. Okay, and that is equal to, that is the change in momentum, right? The change in momentum is 2E upon C. So the option 1 is